me, yeah, they love me. First love yourself. For that, and God we trust me. I don't trust myself. Your jewelry, I get it took. No show.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. This episode is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Florida, Texas, and New York, just to name a few. Make sure to support the show by hitting the link in the bio and downloading the Underdog Fantasy app. They'll also match your first deposit up to $100, and you get a special pick when you sign up. Of course, I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your hosts, Cam and Mase.
What's up?
It's basketball season. Why you keep saying what's up? All right, what's up, man? All right, bet. Let's keep it up. Fine with me. What's up with you? Good? Yeah, good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Likewise, man.
All right. And today we are joined by our football analyst, OJ. How are you?
I am doing just terrific. Well, sort of terrific, but I need 20 seconds to say one thing. I owe you all an apology. I should be flogged for bringing up the 85 Bears and the Dallas Cowboys defense. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
I am so
Oh,
sorry.
try to break his fall.
Listen,
He try to break his fall.
I don't know if you opening your mail or not these days, but we sent you a drug test after you said that, man. It's about to get screened for saying that nonsense, that bullshit on the show. We had sent you a test to make sure you was all right. I see you wasn't.
I bought the tickets from the first two games. I bought them. So.
You listen. You wasn't USC trolling me this weekend either. You was scared, huh, nigga? Yeah, you was scared. It was 17-0. Y'all is some lucky motherfuckers. I said, where's the FaceTime now? Why you ain't calling me now? You was scared like a motherfucker. I knew it. I said, I ain't even go.
I told you they got no defense. It's impossible to have a coach this good, Lincoln Riley, at Oklahoma and here. I know we have athletes on the defense, but I know it's his friend is the coach of the defense, but something's got to be done. We're 98th, the 98th rated defense out of 130, qualified schools. 98th. I mean, who knows who those last 30, 32 teams are, Mary's sister of the poor or something, but 98th USC in defense? You can't win no championships like that. They're going to be in a lot of trouble when they got to deal with Washington State and Oregon State, Utah, UCLA, Notre Dame.
You
trouble.
pissing me off.
And Oregon, don't forget the Ducks.
Always pissing me the fuck off early, man. It's wild. It's wild early. Oh, and you get me mad, man. You get me so mad because you know why you pissing me off right now? It's mad early. And you pissing me off, because everything was USC. They had a little scare. Now the 49ers shit is across the couch. It wasn't no 49ers shit. Now that they undefeated.
You done remodeled the house.
Yeah, this house got remodeled.
Oh, you trying to remodel the house?
I was an ill guy, man. Like,
now he wearing his shirt open like he in San Fran. Come on.
Where did this everything was USC. Now if you look, I thought it was because they got similar colors. I thought it was USC shit. Now it's 49ers
Put him
shit.
back on the screen. Let's
please.
see.
Yeah, get a full shot of OJ, please. Yeah, that's right.
USC is still undefeated, I might add.
Yeah.
I don't see them going that far. Don't talk about being afraid. Colorado, not only was it one of the most boring games I've ever tried to watch, I had to turn it 3 and out. Penalties. It was a boring. You got to admit, it was a boring.
The whole thing
game.
about it. The whole thing about it is they were predicted to win 3 games this season. Everything else is house money at this point. They won 4 games. Yeah. So we already met past expectations. You trying to brush over?
Yeah, where's the USC helmet?
Yeah.
Do you have it over there tucked away?
Yeah, it's right there. The helmet is right there. The helmet's right there. And see, that's the helmet. And then
where's the polo?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Where the Heisman at?
Oh, you should wear that helmet today.
Yo, where's
the helmet?
Where's the Heisman at? Oh,
yeah.
Yo, where's the Heisman at? O said, don't front on me like the Heisman ain't here. You got the Heisman in the house?
Yeah.
It's only right we start the show with the Cowboys. The Cowboys had a 32-point loss to the 49ers. So what are your thoughts on the outcome, OJ?
No, they are they are the OJ Cowboys from '85.
Yeah, no, the Bears with the Bears defense.
With the Bears defense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, it was worse than it looked because that was like a 3-quarter score. And the Niners didn't really play anybody in the fourth quarter. The Niners in recent years have had the Cowboys number, but the Niners got no weaknesses. There's no weaknesses on that team.
Oh my God, you said that about the Cowboys too.
Purdy, his credit, but Purdy's pretty good. The guy is a true quarterback. He may not have a superstar arm or any of that, but neither did Joe Montana. But he's a winner. He's undefeated as a pro. The one game that he's lost as a pro, he got hurt early in the game and couldn't play. Well, he actually came back in the game, but he couldn't throw the ball. Whole second half, they didn't throw any passes. And they lost to Philly. But it's going to be interesting to see when they play Philly later on this year. Christian McCaffrey is a stud. The man is unbelievable. I mean, he's as good a running back as there is.
Listen,
and, incidentally, Mase, I own, I take responsibility for that, that Cowboy 85 thing. I take responsibility.
Yeah, we said, what does that mean when people say they take ownership? Are you never going to do it again?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because you always hold people, you don't take people are not accountable. So he's trying to say that he's being accountable for it.
I really don't think, you don't think this time it was, what's the guy name? The tight end, pause, that made the win. You think it's still McCaffrey?
You talking about Kittles?
Kittle
Kittles
had
is
an
nice.
exceptional game. He caught 3 passes. All 3 of them were for touchdowns, but everybody knew going in, he's one of the 3 best tight ends in football.
Yeah, Kittles
and
is
he
nice.
plays, because Kelsey is not a classic tight end. He's more like a slot tight end. Kittle's a great blocker and everything. The 49ers, they can run the ball, they can throw the ball, they can beat you deep. Debo and Iiwii could score from anywhere on the field. No, there's no better receiving running back than McCaffrey in the game. Incidentally, you didn't say all of my accolades when you guys opened up the show there, Cam. You said you're going to get some of my facts. But anyway.
When we come back from commercial, you know what? When we come back from commercial, you know what? You're 100% right.
Yes.
When we come back from commercial, watch the shit we got laid out for you. You're absolutely right, man. We apologize about that. Absolutely. This is what Treasure do. Well, Treasure should take a little bit of the responsibility. This is what she usually do.
Yeah.
But we're all held accountable as a team.
Yeah, and you see what I said, right? Every time the throwing pass amount is, we're gonna be looking for 225. Every time a quarterback get to 225 and higher, it look like they're gonna win the game. So I'm making sure I stick with this.
Well, good, Mase. You haven't discovered the pyramids, my nigga. What does that stat even mean?
The first one in 225
out of each quarterback.
Yeah,
I haven't looked into that, but I'll go with you. I'll see what it looks like.
It's going to apply to is the boy with the Chargers, because he's going to throw for 225 every week, but they don't really win as many games as they should.
No, what Mase is saying, whichever quarterback gets 225 first means that their team is going to win, and I don't know about this.
Most likely they'll win.
I don't know about this science.
I'm coming up with new information, new expertise.
All right, man.
I'm putting my imprint on pause on football.
Listen, man. What I want to say is this. No. It's my go. It's my go because you and Mase went. You get me mad this whole show so far, man. You come in here And listen, there's no denying your love for 49ers, the Bills, and USC. But please don't come in here with this 49er McCaffrey and Purdy never lost the game. And, every week since you've been here, you had a new team that was the best team in football. You started off with Miami was the best. No, the Cowboys were the week
Cowboys, 85
They
Bears.
were the best team in football. Then Miami. Oh, no. Then Miami was the best team in football. Then they lost to the Bills. The Bills were the best team in football. Now that the Bills lost, which we'll get to in a minute, is 49er flags. McCaffrey's dazzling. He's crazy. Kittles isn't like he's a real tight end. Pause. He isn't like he's a slot tight end like Kelsey. And this guy Purdy, he never lost. Oh, we know all this. That you're not giving us new information, please. You're not. You have three different teams. You have three different teams. Oh, it has been the best football team in the last 5 weeks, and I don't want to know right now because next segment we're moving on to the Bills, and then I would like to know who you think is the best team in football in our next segment. But don't come up here because you from the Bay and you grew up watching the 49ers and you finished your career with the 49ers. Oh, no, the towel is fraudulent. I'm not USC, I'll give you USC. This 49ers shit, now week 5.
Yeah, now he got his shirt unbuttoned. Now he's from Oakland. Oh, you got to stop it. Oh, we're paying attention to all this.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I'm trying to hang with you. Mase, what button do you have unbuttoned?
Yeah, I'm pressing buttons. Yeah. I'm pressing buttons.
All right, man. Listen, all these points you made about the 49ers, I have nothing to disagree about. I'm just saying, I'm not saying you wasn't hanging with the 49ers or didn't like them because you always stated you have. But all this, the towel on the couch, what you're telling us what McCaffrey's been doing since he was in North Carolina. You're telling us what Kittle's been doing for the last 3, 4, 5 years. You're telling us like everybody doesn't know that Brock Purdy's undefeated. Oh, this isn't new information. Now you're a 49er. Nah, I'm not
he's worse than Mase.
Yeah, y'all two can hang
He's
out.
worse than me.
Both of y'all, man. So that's all I want to say. Thank you for the information that we all already knew. I know that you have your 49ers shit because you've been a part of 49ers, but don't try it. That's all I'm saying about this, man.
Yeah, well, I did say, and I made it clear that I was cheering for the 49ers and the Bills to play each other in the Super Bowl. I thought after the Miami game, before the Miami game, I said whoever won that game, I would think was the best team in football. The Bills won it, but we'll talk about the Bills, as you said.
Yes.
I think there was a little more to that performance in London than the quality of the teams that played.
Okay, so considering the Bills did lose to the Jaguars 25-20, are you still confident with their team, OJ?
And then who's the best team? And who's the best team in football now? Who's the best team?
49ers this week.
Oh, my goodness.
This week.
The 49ers,
Mate, you don't think the 49ers this week is the best team in football?
I mean, it's my team, so I'm okay with it.
Your team is the Chiefs, I thought.
No, I mean, I got a family out there. The Twins, remember?
It's a surprise every day.
The Twins.
Between both y'all two niggas,
Surprise
man.
every
My
day.
bad. Oh, I didn't mean to
And the
interrupt.
York family, remember?
All right, mate. You got it, bro. I want to hear your opinion. My bad. Oh, go ahead. You a murder, man.
Getting back to your question.
Yep.
The Bills, look, you guys have been to Europe. I've been to Europe. I reached a point where I took my wives there, my girlfriends over the years. We would always go to Sardinia and sleep for 2 days and rest for 2 days to get over the jet lag. So when we went in the room, we wouldn't be walking around in a daze. I mean, we'd be fresh. The Bills didn't get there until Friday. Come on, guys. Now, there's not an announcer that you've heard talking about that game that didn't think the Bills were sleepwalking the whole first half. I mean, right up to the end of the first half. 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. And I said it's jet lag. A buddy of mine from Newport called and said, man, they look like they got jet lag. And then the announcer said, They didn't get in until Friday, which to me is just all wrong. I see this week we got Baltimore playing against Tennessee. Tennessee is going to do what the Bills did. They're going to leave Thursday evening, get in Friday, to try to be up all day Friday so they can sleep well, Friday night going into Saturday. Meanwhile, Baltimore is going in like today. And that's what teams should do. I think the league should make it mandatory. Anybody that plays over there has to leave no later than Wednesday. I went to Siri and asked Siri, what is jet lag? And that's the whole thing from the Mayo Clinic. And it makes you tired, makes you sleepy, make you drowsy, you're not alert. And it starts with 2 hours of flying. It goes from like 2 hours of flying and it gets worse. It can last longer the longer you fly. And it's more severe if you're flying east. Well, the Bills flew 6-7 hours east, and they look like it on the field. They look as if they were all jet lagged on the field. To me, whoever made that decision in the Bills organization not to
Oh, you might be a professional excuse maker.
Hey, what the fuck you mean you went to Syria and said what you jet lag? Can I tell you something? Jet lag been out of style since 2003. When the last time you seen somebody with the chicken pox? You heard about somebody with the chicken pox lately?
They upgraded it.
Yeah, because that's when jet lag got played out with the measles. That shit is over with. Oh, they flying on jets. You acting like them. They flying comfortably, beds, all type of shit. You from the rotary You are from the rotary phone.
Jet lag is real.
Nah, you from the rotary?
Check out what the Mayo Clinic got to say about it.
You're from the rotary phone era like me. Damn well you ain't have to take 2 days off when you got over there to walk around so you could be fresh in Europe.
I flew to Sardinia and went to the Aga Khan's resort, and I just hung out there for 2 days.
Here we go with Sardinia. Leave Sardinia out of this. Sardinia ain't do nothing to you, man.
This is not the flip phone generation,
Yeah, man, come on, you tripping, man. Talking about,
said he had to sleep 2 days.
You know why I fuck with because his loyalty's unmatched. The nigga say, check out what the Mayo Clinic got to say about it. The Mayo Clinic?
The Mayo Clinic is wild. He skipped past the law. Yeah. What's the one in LA? He skipped past all of those.
The Mayo Clinic, that's top of the line. He said
he went straight to the Mayo Clinic.
He went straight to the Mayo Clinic just because the Bills lost. That's crazy.
Survey. They're the one that did the whole thing on jet lag or flight fatigue, and there's another long something.
Flight fatigue.
They got some official names for it, but it does exist.
I went to the Mayo Clinic for my stomach. My shit still hurt. I don't give a fuck with them. I don't know what you talking about, man. I went to the one in Rochester, Minnesota, and I went to the one in Arizona. So you can't gas me with this Mayo Clinic gaffle. The Bills lost. That's it.
Yeah,
they
lost.
Stop. It's a scientific.
The plane is not throwing the ball.
That's it, man. Now they talk about I did a study on jet lag as well.
Yeah.
I was happy because the only thing made me happy is I had ETN in my fantasy thing. He gave me 30-something points. So that did well. I do have Trevor Lawrence, but I didn't run him. I ran Matthew Stafford instead on my fantasy team. But I won. I'm 4-1, despite the fact that NFL.com said that my team would be 0-14. Well, they didn't realize my coaching ability.
Okay.
I can coach that fantasy football team.
Okay, say that. Okay.
You ready to go coach with Dion down there?
Yeah.
He said, are you ready to coach with Coach Prime down there?
Well, hey, if Prime needs me, I'd be there. But the thing is, I can coach linebackers better than I can coach any position because in all my years as a football running back, that's who we play against. That's who we're watching all the time. It's the linebackers and what the linebackers are doing. And I know what linebackers gave me the hardest time and how they played and what they did that bothered me the most. But if you can talk about a defensive line, that means your line is not doing the job because you got double teams and all of that. We're always, as a running back, we're always looking at the linebackers and what the linebackers are doing. So if he needs a linebacker coach, I could fly in, get a day off for jet lag from Vegas.
That's crazy. You said it started 2 hours. It's only an hour flight. Oh, cut it out, man.
Oh, an hour flight jet lag.
Hour flight jet lag is crazy.
It does start in 2 hours, though.
Okay.
Yeah, but as I said, he's going to recruit defense, and next year he's going to be tough. I mean, I don't see him winning all the way out, but if he ends up with a winning record, geez, that is quite an accomplishment for that team, for what he's done there.
We'll definitely see what happens, because that would be crazy. Okay, so last Thursday, the Bears beat the Commanders 40-20, and Justin Fields scored 4 touchdowns. How do we feel about this game, OJ?
Me? Well, I was happy for Justin. I know his backup, a guy that came in as a basically a free agent. His last name is Badgett. His father's a wrist wrestling champion for about 17 years. I know his dad. But he went from virtually not on the roster to number 2. And I really thought he would have a chance to become a starter. And I thought he'd be a little bit like Brock Purdy, because he played a lot of college ball. Little nothing school called Shepherd, but he broke the national record for all levels of football for throwing touchdowns. And he's now the number 2 quarterback there. But Justin Fields looked like the guy they thought they drafted this past week. He looked terrific. I mean, he really did. He threw some great passes, and if he does that, he's going to have a long career in Chicago. For a while there, I thought he was going to go the way of Trey Lance, but doesn't look like that's going to happen, because I think he showed everybody in the national audience just why they drafted him so high in number 1.
You got something to say?
Nah, always just, he's fishing today.
I mean,
he's fishing
He
today.
asked me about Chicago.
I'll be honest with you, man. If you think listen, I'm not basing nothing off that one game with Justin Fields. He been flip flopping.
He dropped the album 2 weeks ago.
He been flopping all year. First he says it's the coach's fault, then it's his fault, then it's not his fault. He wants to take accountability now.
Yeah.
No, to me, to be honest with you, he had a great game. Don't get me wrong.
I can misquote me a week later. My words was, if he could continue to play that way, not that he's going to continue to play that way. Next week you'll be saying to me, you said that.
My bad. Oh, you right. My bad. You did say if he continues to play that way. My apologies. But I'm not jacking Justin Fields just yet. He had a great game to beat me. I mean, pardon me, to be totally honest, I actually think the other quarterback outplayed him, Sam Howell. He actually went for 388 yards. He had 2 TDs and an interception, but they only had 19 yards rushing. They had no rush game whatsoever. I mean, Justin Fields and them got the win. But at the end of the day, if we're going head-to-head, I like the way Sam Howell played. They just didn't win the game. And they had less than 20 yards rushing. I don't know what's going on. Washington started off good, and then, these last 2 weeks, I don't know what's going on. No room for Eric Bieniemy, so I hope they turn it around. But the Bears, I'm cool on the Bears.
Yeah. Hey, OJ, I wanted to ask you, did you know the Hall of Famer that passed away for the Chicago Bears?
I'll tell you a story. It's a quick story. I try to make it quick. I'm a rookie in the NFL. I held out. They had already played 4 preseason games. Back there, they played 6. We're playing them. I'm in camp. I finally get there. And we're going to play Chicago Bears. And we're going to play the Bears and Cleveland is going to play Green Bay. This game is in Cleveland, doubleheader, right? Preseason game, 5th preseason game. The night before the game, they're interviewing guys, they're interviewing Butkus, and they say, tomorrow you get to play against, O.J. Simpson. Heisman Trophy winner, and looks like he's, going to play some. Well, Butkus started talking, and literally they started bleaking out everything he was saying, right? So it's the night of the game. I don't know the offense. I know if I get in the game, they're going to be out of the game. And Butkus probably won't be on the field. Well, Mini Max Anderson from Arizona State. It was supposed to be what we call a tackle trap. They forgot to trap. Butkus wasn't fooled. Butkus hit Max Anderson, knocked out 5 of his front teeth, broke his jaw, fractured something up here, his orbital thing. Now I'm on the bench, so I'm looking over here because I figure if I don't look at the coach ain't gonna look at me. I hear him call me. I run up there. He says, Simpson, he gives me the play. I'm running on the field. As I'm running on the field, everybody's standing around because they're taping Max Anderson head to the stretcher. Butkus sees me and he starts jumping up and down. And he says, Simpson, guys, look, Simpson, I'm going to kick your ass. So the first play is a play. I'm not involved. I'm in my stance on the second play. I can see Butkus through the legs of my lineman. It's a sweep to me. We get to the point where he's supposed to be cut off. He's not cut off. I'm thinking, okay, I got to turn up, get hit by Butkus, or I run out of bounds. Well, it's a preseason game. I run out of bounds. I'm 2 steps out of bounds. Butkus drilled me. What was funny is because it was a baseball stadium still, and the guys are sitting below the field. He drills me, and I'm right between Gale Sayers' legs, and Gale was my hero, right? So Gale kind of helps me up, and I turned to the official, and I said, God damn that fucker, he blah, 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 right? And the official tells me, watch your language. And I said, well, fuck you, he says, Simpson, you're out of here. I get kicked out of my first game ever. I'm walking off the field, trying to act like I'm mad, glad as I could be that I got kicked out of the game, so I wouldn't have to go and face Butkus anymore. Off the field, he was one of the most congenial guys you'll ever see. I thought he was the best player I'd ever played against, I'd ever seen. I don't think any player ever played his position better than Dick Butkus played his position. That's why they have the Butkus Award. I'm sorry, that was a little long.
That's all good. I condolence to absolutely. I condolence to him and his family.
Yeah. All the best to Dick.
Yes, and thanks for sharing that. Well, in the comments, let us know your thoughts on the Bears, and when we return, we will talk about the Bengals.
She called this thing about toxic. 4 years and counting. Got you feeling like an option. Maybe I'm my own problem, babe. She tired of hearing I don't know. My stubborn in me won't fall. Dealing with this thing called trust. But she really thinking about it. She wanna be free. Why am I in this woman way free?
Thursday, the Broncos will play the Chiefs. Underdog Fantasy has Russell Wilson at 232.5 passing yards. Do you have him higher or lower?
Ivy League.
I'm going on the limb with Russell Wilson. Pause. I'm going higher for him and Sierra, man.
What's Sierra got to do with it?
Sierra family, I gotta go higher.
Now you from the A again. Yeah, you from everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go lower because I got a feeling if shit ain't going right by halftime, middle of the third quarter, Sean Mayton ain't pause. Yeah. Sean on that type of time at this point. All right, now
I gotta break through to him.
Yeah, he not getting it. Let him not have this shit right middle of third quarter. He getting pulled, pause.
Okay. Jerry Jeudy is at 52.5 receiving yards. Do you have him higher or lower?
Going higher again.
I think he'll have exactly about 50. So I'm gonna go higher.
Yeah, he gonna get
higher.
Okay. And Patrick Mahomes is at 286.5 passing yards. Do you have him higher or
Ooh.
lower?
Who they playing?
The
They
Broncos.
playing each other. Yo.
I just wanted to let you know he definitely gonna have higher than this. He's definitely on the Broncos. He definitely gotta go higher.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know what
They're dealing with underdog fantasy. They be switching stuff up.
Okay, yeah, they do. Yeah, but
Yeah, you never know.
listen, man.
Have a touchdown.
I think that definitely higher. I'm thinking about other things like, will it be 300 yards if Taylor Swift comes? Like,
Yeah.
like when Taylor Swift comes, Kelsey need the rock.
Is she gonna show up now that he's hurt?
You know what's crazy is that the NFL was a little perturbed that she didn't come last game.
Yeah.
They be depending on that shit. They flash over to her, rankings go up. I mean, jersey sales go up, all type of shit, man.
Right, they needed that content. Okay, so make sure to download the Underdog Fantasy app and you can make your picks too. We are joined back with our analyst, OJ, but let me come correct and give him the proper introduction.
Let's go.
Okay. OJ was a two-time All-American at USC and the 1968 Heisman Trophy winner. He was selected as the #1 overall pick by the Bills in the 1969 NFL Draft. He was named an NFL Player of the Year in various selections in 1972, 73, and 75. He was both All-AFC and All-Pro 5 straight years from 1972 through 1976. He played in 6 Pro Bowls, winning Player of the Game honors in the 1973 game. He had a phenomenal season in 1973, where he also became the first back in history to rush for over 2,000 yards. He also led the league in rushing in 1972, 73, 75, and 76. And he holds the record for the single season yards per game average at 143.1. Introducing the OJ Simpson.
Yo, you be killing that shit. Stop the crash. Stop be killing that.
Look at Not too much. Not too much.
That was like brushing shoulder off. Okay, that's an amazing. That's amazing stats that you got there, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, well, 2 times All-American at SC, 2-time Player of the Year, National Player of the Year in CCSF, City College of San Francisco. Anyway, we won't talk about it.
Just in case you want to add that to your list.
Right. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you asked who was playing, I want to ask you, where did you fly in? How long was your flight?
Okay, you doing, John? Let's go. Let me tell you something.
Right. Oh, you absolutely right.
When I heard all those stats, now I know how young rappers look at me. They don't care about all of that,
Nah. Is right. Where was you smoking and where did you come from? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm talking about you don't even know who playing who. Kind of jet lag you on.
Yeah.
I like that. Stay on his ass.
Good.
Stay on his ass. Boy, stay on him.
That was crazy.
I don't care. See, now.
That was crazy.
You heard that. I don't care. I said pause. I don't care.
I do like your pitch, though, because I think Kansas City's going to be gone, and all Denver going to be able to do is throw the ball. So I think it'd be a lot of overs because they'll be throwing and throwing and throwing. Even though there is a concern that they may take Russell out, but Russell's having a pretty decent year.
Pretty decent.
The big surprise is, he's not having a real bad year. He's way better than last year. The surprise is how poorly they're playing on defense. They really aren't the defensive team that people thought they would be, because Russell is not. Their problem is not Russell right now. But you guys made some picks for the betting thing. If you got I kind of agree with you. I think Russell's going to have to throw 50 passes. Hopefully, and Judy will probably catch a lot of them. So when CAMRON, you guys were talking about over and over, I think you guys may have made good choices this week.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Totally agree with you.
We appreciate that.
This week I agree. Do you guys keep track on how it ends up?
Yeah, well,
you make those
we got Underdog keeping track because I want to know at the end as well. Since Mase didn't keep track, he doesn't know I got Nick and them keeping track at Underdog to see who's right and who's wrong.
Well, I was the one that said higher on everything this week. I'm talking
about since we started, it's been a track been being kept.
I know, but you and Nick going out to lunch, who knows what the numbers are these days?
I want to see a board. I want to see a board there. Who's winning and who's losing.
Yeah, you know what? We're going to start much more.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Let's start right now. No better time than right now.
I'm going to
write down.
We already have the stats already.
And y'all been going out to lunch, so I don't know.
We can just go to videotape of what you said. It's the revolution's being televised. You know that, right? It's being televised.
Okay, the revolution's being televised.
Yeah, I mean, we are the revolution.
Are you going with what Cam say? Let me know right now.
We just picked the same picks today. What are you talking about?
Y'all got old footage.
Okay.
Look at the
thank you.
So y'all do
thank
it.
you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, thank you, He trying to sweep shit under the rug. That's exactly what's going on. You know, the first week was bad.
That's wrong every week, and I got to hear them every week, and they're wrong every week. I want to see what it is.
Just so you know, people picking my picks and using code CAM, they done won over $10,000. They got trips to Miami, and they have the potential to win $200,000. That's 3 different people that could win over $200,000. Use my picks and my code, and they won $10,000 apiece. That's what I'm doing out here. Me and Underdog. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I think I'm gonna have to give me a ticket at Underdog.
That'd be your best bet, man. You have
$200,000 in trip to Miami. Hey,
yeah, man.
I can deal with that.
There you go, man.
Underdog will definitely get you right. Okay, so let's talk about the Bengals. They seem to be getting some momentum back after their 34-20 win over the Cardinals. Jamar Chase broke 3 of the franchise's records not too long after explaining in their Week 4 loss that he's always open. Thoughts on their win, OJ, first?
I thought they finally looked like the Cincinnati team of the last 2 years, mainly because Joe Burrow looked healthy. He took off and ran. He threw some great passes, and he knows that after he does that 1 count, that 2 count, if the primary guy ain't open, he should look for Jamar Chase, because at that point, Jamar Chase is going to shake whoever's on it. And that's what they did this week. I mean, 2 of those passes that he caught touchdowns, I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play. But, he stays active, and I don't think anybody can stay with him. I mean, and Joe Burrow was on the money. Joe was on the money. So from this point on, Cincinnati is going to become a tough out because it was a big disappointment up to now. But I think they're going to be a tough out from this point on.
Look at Cam. He's excited about that. I mean, Joel he's playing cool,
That's what they call him, Joe Cool.
Yeah, he was the first one in 225.
That's fine.
Serves my theory right.
That's fine.
OJ, I'm telling them that the quarterback that get the 225 passing yards first is the quarterback that's normally going to win.
Do you even know the quarterback for Arizona?
Some little guy running around getting hurt all the time.
That's who then. You talking about Kyler Murray? He's not playing. I'm talking about their quarter. He's not playing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You don't even know who's.
No,
playing.
I don't watch losing teams.
I know, Mase. I knew that was coming. Yeah. I knew that was coming.
Let me ask you something. With so many things to do in a day, why watch losers? How does that edify me or build me up?
Because the simple fact is that you got to watch the winners to know who lost.
You're right.
How would you know who lost if you don't know who won?
I mean, but this team is not a good team.
This is exactly what I'm saying. Absolutely not. They're terrible.
Are you talking about the team that beat the Cowboys?
Yes, exactly. That's
No, we're talking about two struggling teams trying to find their way that happen to be playing each other. Is not my ideal thing to do with my time.
the thing about it, though. He has no idea what you're talking about. That they beat the Cowboys. This is what I'm saying, Murder.
The Cowboys are not good.
Okay, but
the Cowboys are not. We just had 20 minutes on the Cowboys not being good.
When he asked you a question, you didn't even know.
I hope you're not trying to paint this narrative like I don't understand what's going on here, OJ. I hope that's not what you guys are.
You ain't hear him as crazy. You ain't hear him as wild, bro. Anyway, you know, we got me and Mase have this thing, and I don't know if we always talk about it when you're here. So just to bring you up to speed, you know, my second home is Ohio. So I always root for all things Ohio, whether that's my team or not. And Mase, all of a sudden, I don't know when his team became the Kansas City Chiefs, since I guess they've been winning the last couple of years or whatever. Because he used to like the New England Patriots, what he told me before.
When they had Brady.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm just telling
That's
you.
where I'm from.
I'm trying to bring O up to speed.
Yeah.
So he's trying to be sarcastic about Joe Burrow because what I've been telling him, and like I said, I'm not sure that you're on when we talk about this all the time, is that Joe Burrow missed the first 6 weeks of training camp. He played hurt because he just signed that contract for $275 million. He hasn't been himself the first couple of weeks. And yesterday he had a breakout game. It may have took Jamar Chase saying what he said, but it worked out. And what I've been telling Mase is I'm not saying that Patrick Mahomes isn't the best quarterback in the NFL. All I'm saying is when he plays against Joe Burrow, he's 3-1 in Joe Burrow's favor. So that means Patrick Mahomes is 1-3 against Joe Burrow. So I said maybe that Joe Burrow has Patrick Mahomes' number, and he has attitude about that. So therefore, that's why he's being so sarcastic about Joe Burrow right now, because I'm from Ohio, Joe Burrow's from Ohio, and he finally had a breakout game. And that's what's going on. So he hates on Joe Burrow, but the fact still remains that Joe Burrow is 3-1 against Patrick Mahomes, no matter what. I see the
correlation now. I see the correlation.
I don't care.
I see the correlation. OJ, you see me in this Buffalo blue? Let me talk to you, OJ, because you're going to listen. The thing that's going on is this, right? So you have the greats, and then you have those who are right there with the greats, right? So this same thing happens with LeBron a lot. Because I'm pro Jordan and Cam's from Ohio, then LeBron is from Ohio. Are you seeing the correlation? Then I go for Pat Mahomes, and then Joe Burrows is from Ohio and Cam is from Ohio.
Well, I don't take LeBron over Michael Jordan.
You don't?
No.
Oh, okay.
Michael Jordan, I mean, LeBron, my man, I'm just from that era where I got him second.
I was trying to see the correlation, and I got Joe Burrow second.
Okay.
So that's the consistency there. That's the correlation that I was trying to put together in this Buffalo blue for that time, you know?
If you think you can fix, OJ is on San Francisco red right now. It's not even about Buffalo blue right now for OJ. So you can't even trick him with that. Go ahead.
Yeah. OJ is understanding what I'm saying.
I think everybody accepts that probably the best 3 quarterbacks is Patrick Mahomes.
That's Josh Allen.
You're looking at Joe Burrow and Josh Allen.
I knew it.
I mean, I think those 3 separate themselves, even though the boy with the Chargers got skills.
That's why I said Buffalo blue, because I knew you was going to throw Josh back in there. Come on.
You cannot throw Josh in there.
That's crazy.
Even this past week, playing hard.
Over the quarterback from San Diego. Oh, come on now.
Justin Herbert.
He's a football player. I've said for the last 2 years, I've said I will never argue with anybody that Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL. But Josh Allen might be the best football player, just plain football player. Now, Allen, well, what I was going to say was wrong because Kansas City wouldn't be what they are without Patrick, and the Bills certainly wouldn't be what they are without.
OJ might be from Harlem.
The whole thing. What are the Bills with him?
Yeah.
What are the Bills with him? You said they won't be nothing without him. I'm asking, what are they with him? They're not AFC champions. They're not Super Bowl. They're not AFC champions, and they're not Super Bowl champions. What are they?
They don't win 11-12 this year. You watch.
11-12.
They'll win 11-12 games, and it's going to come down to probably those three teams. As much as I like Miami, I don't think Miami has the defense to take them too far in the playoffs once they get.
Miami is running 20 miles per hour, man.
I just asked one question. What are they with him? That's it,
Yeah, so.
What are they?
With him, they're 11-12 games. Without him, they're fighting to be a winning record.
What is that getting them being 11-12? What
is
is
from
that
Harlem.
getting them?
OJ is from Harlem,
yeah. Gotta be from Harlem, man.
Get them in a good position in the playoffs because the playoffs normally comes down to home field.
And who's the two quarterbacks that always beat Josh Allen every time? Last 3-4 years.
Not every time. Josh Allen and the Bills. I don't think Patrick is beating them every time because I know the Bills beat him a couple of times.
They never been to the Super Bowl.
He let them down with 13 seconds to go to take the lead. For anybody, any rational person, he led them to a winning game. But then Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes.
That was 2 years. That was 2 years ago when Joe Burrow beat him as well. All right, so me and Mase quarterbacks already beat your quarterback.
Yeah,
Joe Burrow sent him home as well. That was you getting your years mixed up. That wasn't last year that Patrick Mahomes did that to him. That was the year before that.
But we're gonna give you a pass because you're jet lagged. We're gonna give you a pass. You need to rest. You need to rest.
Okay, well, moving along. Yeah. The Chiefs beat the Vikings 27-20. The Vikings have still only won one game this season. Is it looking like the end of the Kirk Cousins era, OJ?
They're not playing defense. Kurt, it's surprising that Kurt has played so well. I really am shocked. With Justin Jefferson and them, they really help, But I don't see it happening much longer. I mean, I don't know when his contract is up, but I'd be shocked if Minnesota gave him another huge contract. Don't get me wrong. I was shocked that he got the one he got, and I think he earned the one that he got. But I'll be really surprised. I think he has one more year on that contract. Not 100% sure, but I'll be surprised if they, ride with him for another championship. Their offense is good. Their defense has sort of let them down, and I don't know. Cook kept getting hurt. When he was not hurt, they had a heck of a running game. But I think very few people have gotten as much out of their skills as Kirk Cousins. I mean, Cousins has gotten probably more out of what he was given, natural skills, than just about anybody. Most of these other great quarterbacks are gifted, far more gifted than Kirk Cousins is. But Cousins put a lot of numbers up there. His numbers are excellent. So he'll have better numbers than Purdy.
Yeah.
But he'll have more stuff than Purdy too.
Yeah. So to answer your question, his contract ends after this season. So do you believe the Vikings will continue to keep him, working with him?
They won't pay him the money he probably wants. I don't see them paying the money he wants, which means he may have to go. But somebody will pick him up.
Never answers the question.
What Fields is going to do in Chicago the rest of the year. Hey, New England, because the Jones guy that they got, he certainly.
I like that. I like Kirk Cousins. I like Kirk Cousins in New
He
England.
will go somewhere else to start.
I'm a Kirk Cousins fan because they franchised that nigga forever. Every year is like a franchise tag on Kirk Cousins, and he made a living off that. You got to stay healthy when you franchise tag. You got to make sure that you don't get injured so you could get franchise tag again if they don't give you a long-term contract. But again, I have to agree with you, OJ. He got $66 million for 2 years guaranteed with $30 million signing bonus. That is a lot for Kirk Cousins, but when you franchise tag a nigga forever and it's finally his turn to eat, you can't get mad at him. I think that he had a reasonable amount of time in Minnesota to get something done, even when Stephon Diggs was there. He had a good time, but I think they may keep him. But if they don't have a winning record, definitely not. But I didn't think about what you just said. That may be a nice move for him to go up there in New England. I like that.
Yeah, it might help Belichick to keep his name going.
What do you think about that? What do you think about, before we get you out of here, what do you think about Bill Belichick's situation in New England right now and moving forward? What do you see with the franchise? Will this continue? Will they turn it around this season? And will Belichick be there for the long term?
Well, I see Bill Belichick. I think he's the best coach ever. Yeah, I thought it was Don Shula, but I think it's Bill Belichick. And I don't get into that Brady Belichick. They helped each other. Belichick won 2 Super Bowls before he became the head coach at New England. He won 2 Super Bowls being a defensive coordinator on with great defenses, developing great defenses. I think it just seems that being the GM or whatever that is away from the field has gotten to be much because they haven't really drafted a lot of great players. He coaches whoever he has. He coaches them up, but I don't think he chooses great players. I don't think they've done a great job in the draft at all. And I saw a guy say on TV today, and I agree with that Kraft would love to say, "Hey, Bill, you're my guy. I'm sticking with you, but you got to let all that other stuff off the field go. You can't be the GM anymore. Let somebody else be in charge of the draft and all that, and you focus on coaching." It's hard for me to think that Bill Belichick may not quit.
Well, listen. So listen, I seen exactly what you seen. It was actually my guy Stephen A. Smith who said that earlier today on First Take. Pardon me, yesterday on First Take. And when he said that, I actually was thinking about that also. Like, how big is Bill? Pardon me, it's like a tongue twister pause. How big, is Bill Belichick's ego to say, if Robert Kraft says, look, you can't GM because you haven't been picking good players, but I still want you to coach. Do you think Bill Belichick will walk away from the Patriots organization, or do you think he'll listen to that and be like, all right, I'll just take the coaching job, you could get a GM? I think that he's been a GM and coached there so long that he wouldn't even want to work with another GM. Just me personally, maybe he will. Just my opinion, that he'll be like, I had this thing in a chokehold for too long. Why would I give it up now? Because absolutely, what you were saying, how you seen Stephen A. see it, you make some good points. You shoved Brady out of there. Brady was not ready to go. Obviously, by Brady going to Tampa Bay, winning, not only winning, the year before he retired, he had a great season as well. He had plenty left in the tank, and you forced him out of there to the point where he had to go behind your back and go to Robert Kraft and be like, yo, your man is wild, especially with this Jimmy Garoppolo nigga. Like, yo, he ain't me. I'm him, and he ain't me. And we all seen that was correct in the long term. What do you think if Robert Kraft did give him that ultimatum, what Bill Belichick would say?
Well, I mean, Bill Belichick he's not a young guy anymore. It would surprise me if he were to retire, if he was told that. I can't, the guy's name was Pioli or something. He had a guy that was kind of running the draft and stuff before. I think he ended up going to Kansas City and a few places after he was there. Who knows? I don't know, but I think he's got a lot of pride. As far as the Brady thing goes, Belichick always got rid of guys a year earlier rather than a year later. He let a guy, Chandler Jones, he let a lot of guys go when they still had a year or so left, to be top players. That was just his style and what he did.
The whole thing about it is that shit ain't that philosophy's not working. It's not working right now though. What I'm saying is, all that letter. Go ahead.
But I agree with you and Stephen A. And it was said before that it was not his coaching, it was who he was coaching. And he was responsible for who he was coaching because he was bringing them in. And that is the problem. They don't have talent. Can you name 4 guys on their offense? 3 guys on their offense.
Like Mase said, we don't got time for losers.
We don't study losers, OJ. It is what it is.
And it is.
And you jump ship on them. You jump ship on them. You can't, it won't be
OJ.
abandoning from Kansas City.
Yeah.
Oh, we gonna get you a pillow and a blanket, pause, for your jet lag.
Yes.
You tired, oh.
Yes. Well, OJ, thank you for being here.
Thanks, Juice. We appreciate you again, man.
Juice, get some rest.
Yeah.
Rest up.
Jet lag Juice.
Love you guys.
Jet lag Juice.
God bless.
Your new name is your new name is Jet Lag Juice.
And we'll see if we see a different towel behind theirs. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning into today's episode. And as always, it is what it is.
Get some rest, Juice.
Two big necks, like when they doing them 2 for $5.